Hello and welcome to New News. I'm your host Laura, and today I'll be filling you in on the latest in gaming news. The highly anticipated video game Mortal Kombat has been refused classification by the Australian Classification Board and will not be released in Australia. This ban has spurred much debate over the need for an 18+ classification in Australia. Mortal Kombat includes over 60 fatalities which contain explicit depictions of dismemberment, decapitation, copious blood spray, disembowelment, and other brutal forms of slaughter. Adult Australian gamers are being denied the privilege of playing a game that will be readily available around the world. Although this ban will prevent local retailers from selling Mortal Kombat, history would also suggest that the game will be still in abundance in Australia due to overseas copies being imported into the country. The Nintendo 3DS has only just launched in Japan, but the handheld has already been unofficially launched in Hong Kong. The units were sold in Hong Kong for several days before the official release. They were most likely sourced via distributors who skimmed a few units off the Japanese launch as it was shipped from Nintendo's Chinese factories. Hong Kong distributors were selling the 3DS for approximately $436. That's a lot more than the 3D's retail price in the US, which is $249. Aside from its glasses-free 3D, the Nintendo 3DS is unlike any Nintendo console before. The previous 9 major gaming machines from Nintendo all launched with games starring Mario or Luigi, but this is not the case with the 3DS. Nintendo may be launching 3DS later in the US than everywhere else, but there is a silver lining with a fuller lineup of games at launch. 3DS games will reportedly be sold for $40 each, or $10 more than Nintendo's games for the current DS model. Now for a little celebrity news. Most fans of role-playing games can only imagine themselves in their favorite alternate universe. Felicia Day actually gets to live that dream. Felicia Day got her start on the Buffy the Vampire television series and went on to write the web series The Guild. Now she has not only written but will star in a new live-action series based on BioWare's fantasy RPG franchise Dragon Age. The series is comprised of 6 parts and will run online later this year. It's based around the adventures of Talus, a character Felicia created specifically so that she could play it. Filming on the series has already been completed, so it's only a matter of time before it's available for your viewing pleasure. Today's celebrity look-alike is Blanca from Street Fighter and Carrot Top. If you know of any celebrities who look like video game characters, let me know in the comments below. The medium of video games won its first Grammy ever for a song that was featured in a game nearly 6 years ago. Composer Christopher Tin first wrote Baba Yetsu for Civilization IV way back in 2005. Baba Yetsu KO'd the other nominations to win Grammy for the Best Instrumental Arrangement Accompanying Vocalists. There are 109 categories in the Grammys, but not one is set aside for video game music. Hopefully, Baba Yetsu's success can convince the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences that video game music deserves a Grammy category all its own. That's all the news I have for today. Feel free to leave any questions or comments below. Love and peace from my PC to yours.